I am Sir Okey Nerus. I'm a registered freight forwarder. Well, as regards to the petition or the public hearing that is coming up in the nearest future at the National Assembly as regards as it has to do with MSC, I think I am totally in support of that petition. At least it's high time the National Assembly takes the bull by the horn. If MSC, it is MSC today, and I believe it will trickle down to other shipping companies. But I think one of them must be used as a scapegoat. So if MSC is used as such, so be it. The important thing is that the trading public, those of us who operate within the port environment, should be able to enjoy better and quality services. So that MSC is facing the heat as it is today. Yes, they deserve it because lately all of the services we'll be getting from MSC has been it's not been to our own best interest, and the thing, anything that has to do with shipping, anything that has to do with delays goes with a cost. Who bears this cost at the end of the day? The importers. And from the importers, ultimately it trickles down to the trading public. So it's not as if the importer will bear this brunt. Definitely, at the end of the day, he will factor in all of these things will be factored in, and then who bears it? The end user, you and I that go to the market to buy, that are the ones that will face all of this cost that has been cured by the importers. Where do we start from? The long cargo dwell time. Sometimes MSC's vessels that call our waterways here spend days. And so long as they are still on our waterways there, the longer they stay, the better for them, the more demurrage they charge the importers. Tell me, how does it sound? How reasonable is that you have boxes on your vessel that you have not taken into the terminal and you're already charging demurrages? NPA has graciously given them 3 days free period. But you find out that virtually almost all of the shipping lines, once this vessel call here, for whatever reason best known to them, those 3 days that we're supposed to enjoy, those 3 days window that you're supposed to enjoy as a free period, you end up not enjoying it because by the time your cargoes are even dropped or by the time your cargoes are brought into the terminal, the 3 days would have elapsed. So sometimes these shipping companies do all of these things deliberately for reasons best known to them. And like I said, who bears it? You and I that go, the trading public, the end user, the end users that go to the market to buy, they're the ones that bear all of this cost. In MSC today, now, if you look around Apapa, you will see MSC buses on top of trucks. These are empty containers that are meant to go back to their holding bays. What business do they have having a holding bay, an empty container holding bay, right inside the port? Those are not supposed to be. It was never part of the concessioning agreement that they had with government. They were meant to have empty container holding bays outside of the port. Right? The moment the truckers go into the port and pick up these boxes for delivery, after offloading and all of that, after they discharge you, to return these empties outside of the port. But you find out that everything is concentrated right there in the port. If you look around, you will find out MXC boxes littered all over the places, all over the roads, our major roads. They contribute to the traffic that you see in Apapa. Because why is it like that? Because there are no empty container holding bays. The concession agreement with government were that they are supposed to have empty container holding bays outside of the port. But all of these things, you see, everything is concentrated right there in the port that you go and drop your box, offload your cargo, return the empty. And the longer it stays on the truck, the more money we, the freight forwarders, lose because before they release an empty, before they release their cargoes, before your cargo is released, you pay deposits. And at the end of the day, you find out that your deposit, everything is gone. You end up not getting anything as refund. Even when you're, in most cases, they will also debit you the freight forwarder that you're still owing MSC. That ought not to be. Another thing that they do, which everybody frowns at, is the delay in generating customer billing code. In MSC today, there's what they call customer billing code. Before a customer is given an invoice, that billing code must be generated. Sometimes it takes them days. And like I said, you see, in shipping business, it's a supply chain thing. Any one single delay that you have ultimately affects all of the others. So for MSC, why would you take them 2, 3, 4 days to generate billing codes? And the longer, like I said, if for them it doesn't matter to them. If you go to the office there, no single sign of remorse. Nobody is held accountable. So to that extent, I am totally in support of this public summons from the House Committee on Maritime. I think with this, if this happens, other shipping companies will learn their lessons and sit up. We totally commend what the House is doing. If we get it right at this point, it's nothing bad. The important thing is that freight forwarders and the trading public should be able to enjoy quality and good services from MSC and other shipping companies. From delayed transshipments, sometimes vessels don't call directly to our ports. They sometimes go through other ports before getting here. MSC as a company has this history of delayed transshipment. And then worst of it is that, should I call it an intentional act, that most times they hoard information from their websites, because the system is such that you're supposed to sit in the comfort of your office and then track your cargo. But you see, you will find out that in most cases for them to even update this information on their website takes them days. Sometimes it runs in 2 weeks. And all of these things are things that contribute to government. The ease of doing business is what government is preaching. And they were supposed to be doing a 48-hour cargo clearance scheme in our port. But when you don't have these information, so you can't plan well. You can't plan well. So we would want a situation whereby MSC and then other shipping companies should actually sit up. Sit up. It's never too late to start. It's never too late to get it right. Some of these things that they've been before now, it is before now. Most of them have abused a lot of privileges. Most of them have taken advantage of Nigerians to the extent that they see us as not having a voice and that who will speak for us. So, but we thank God that the House has finally woken up to her responsibility by giving attention to this petition that has just been presented before them. And then let this serve as a warning to other shipping companies that Nigerians are waking up. Nobody's ready to fall to their whims and caprices, as it were. Let's begin to demand and ask for our rights. It is our right that we should enjoy quality services from these shipping companies. So I am in support that let this public hearing. In fact, I can't just wait. I wish I would be there live to see things for ourselves and then to also hear their defense. So but we're lending our voice to every other person who has one issue or the other to please come up. This is the time to speak up. This is the time to speak up so that let's see how we can remedy this situation. The country is for all of us, and we want a better country and a better future for the generations of born who want to come into freight forwarding. Freight forwarding business is a professional business that you would enjoy to do, right? But if this enabling environment is not there, it's ultimately going to affect the future generations who might want to come into the business. Thank you very much.